A childhood memory for me is my mother used to cook for the family on a Sunday, and she would always make Hasselback potatoes. They were actually from Stockholm, Sweden. Well, my mother's recipe was really simple. I mean, it was a potato, a cheddar cheese, salt and pepper. That was it. Well, I decided to take it a little sort of upscale by changing the cheeses, and the flavors just go wild. We start with a potato, a bowl of cold water, and a lemon. Squeeze the lemon into it, drop the lemon in, and then peel the potato one at a time. I love peeling potatoes. When I was in the military, that's all I used to do. In the water, and what the lemon water does is keep it nice and bright. If you leave it outside of the water, the potato oxidizes and turns brown. And that's what you don't want, because it tastes bitter when you cook it. I like to use Idaho potatoes, but there is no real hard and fast rule on that. Whatever you like, you can use. But you want them large enough to be able to slice them down. I'm going to show you how to do that shortly. Take the potatoes out of the lemon water, dry them off, and slice them 3/4 of the way through. And what that does, when you roast it, it opens up like a fan when it goes into the oven. And that's what makes them so crispy on the outside and fluffy in the middle. So, we're gonna make our butter mixture. And basically, all this is butter, a tablespoon of parsley, little salt, and black pepper. And then when it melts, I actually dip the potato right into it. You know, you want that golden brown look, and that's what the butter does. It gives it the richness. Now, what I want to do is make sure that I get all the butter in between the actual slits in the potato. Put them in the oven. Bye-bye. While they're in there doing their bubble and bubble, boil and trouble, I'm gonna prepare the cheese. And let's face it, this dish is all about the cheese. I've chose 3 separate cheeses. Now, I'm giving you 3 cheeses that I love, but if you want to change the cheeses, feel free to do so. It's not a hard and fast rule. I went with a nice, creamy, sweet-tasting, soft Gruyere cheese. I took a Parmesan cheese because I wanted that salt and a very, very sharp flavor. And this is my secret weapon. This is a double Gloucester cheese with chives. Double Gloucester is a beautiful, rich, creamy cheese with onion taste because of the chives. And there's a trick to this. Remember, cheese is fat. So, if you leave it in the freezer till it almost sets hard, you can grate it fast. Cheesiness at its best, right there. About 20 minutes into the cooking process, I'll take the potatoes out again, drizzle the rest of the butter on top of them. And you can see how the potatoes have started to open up. Sprinkle the cheese on. Into the oven at 350 degrees, about 5-10 minutes, depending on how long it takes the cheese to melt. Then you can crunch your way! 3 cheese Hasselback potatoes in your face.